Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will discuss the properties of harmonic functions. Harmonic functions means the functions which satisfies Laplace equation. So one of the properties of harmonic functions is given by strong maximum principle. So today we will discuss what is strong maximum principle. So the statement of this principle is, if we take U, the subset of Rn is n-dimensional real Euclidean space. This subset of Rn is open and bounded. A function U, which belongs to the intersection of the function spaces C2U and C of U closure. C2U means the function space which is consisting of the functions which are twice continuously differentiable, and C of U closure, this is the function space consisting of the uniformly continuous functions on the bounded subsets of U. So the function U, which belongs to the intersection of these two function spaces, this function is harmonic in U. Then we are to prove that the maximum value of function U on the closure of U is same as maximum value of this function U on the boundary of U. And in the second part, we are to prove that furthermore, if the set U is connected means the only subsets of U which are open as well as closed are either phi or U. So a set is said to be connected if both open and closed subsets are phi and itself. So in the second part, we are to prove that furthermore, if U is connected and there exists a point x0 belonging to U such that the value of U at x0 is equal to maximum value of U on U closure, then the function U is constant. The most important thing in this principle is that here we are using two U. Small u is for the function and capital U, that is for the open bounded subset of Rn. So just keep in mind to differentiate the two notations, because both are U and one notation is for the function and the other notation is for the set. Now let us prove the second part first of all. In the second part, we are given that there exists a point x0 belonging to the set U such that the value of U at x0 is equal to maximum value of U on U closure. Let us denote this value by m. So we get from here m is equal to maximum value of U on U closure. Now let us define a set Um consisting of all those x belonging to U such that the value of function U at this point is m. Now because from here the value of U at x0 is m and x0 belongs to U, this condition is satisfied. So we can see that x0 belongs to the set Um and therefore this set Um is non-empty. Now to use the concept of connectedness, because U is connected, to use this concept we are to show that this set is open as well as closed. So first of all we show that the set Um is closed. Now by definition of this set Um, this is consisting of all those x belonging to U such that the value of U at x is m. We can write this in the form of set singleton m. We can say that Um is the set consisting of all those x belonging to U such that the value of U at x belongs to the set consisting of m. By using definition f inverse g. F is a function, g is any set. F inverse g is consisting of all those points x such that f of x belongs to G. Using this definition, we can write this set as U inverse M. Now, because this singleton M, this is finite subset of set of real numbers, and we know that every finite subset of set of real numbers is closed. So singleton M is closed subset of R. Now, the function U from U into R is continuous function, and we know that a function is continuous if and only if the inverse image of every closed set in R will be closed in U here. So we can say that the inverse image of singleton M is closed in U. So U inverse of singleton M is closed subset of U. And by definition, this is the set UM. So we have proved that the set UM is closed subset of U. Now it remains to show that this set is open subset of U also. In order to prove this, we will have to show that this set is neighborhood of each of its points. So let us take an arbitrary point x belonging to the set UM. By definition of set UM, the value of function U at the point x, that is M. Now let us take a positive number R, which is less than the distance of the point x from the boundary of U. Here this R exists because the set U is open set. Now if we consider such kind of R, then the ball with center x, radius R, that is contained in U, and because we are given the function U, which is twice continuously differentiable function on U, this is harmonic function. So mean value property will be satisfied. So by mean value property, the value of function U at x is equal to average of function U over the ball with center x, radius R. Now this is M, and because M is the maximum value of U on U closure, so we can say that U of y will be less than or equal to M for every y belonging to this ball, because this ball is contained in U and U is contained in U closure. Because the value of U at y is less than or equal to M, and this is true for every y belonging to this ball, so the average value that will also be less than or equal to M. And in this condition, the equality holds if U is equal to M within this ball. So we can say that this ball with center x, radius R, that is contained in the set UM, and the open ball with center x, radius R, that is contained in this ball is contained in UM. So we can say that the open ball with center x, radius R is contained in the set UM. Thus, we have proved that if we take an arbitrary point x belonging to the set UM, then there exists a positive number R such that the open ball with center x, radius R is contained in the set UM. So by definition, we can say that the set UM is open subset of U. Now, because the set U is connected, so by definition of connectedness, the only subsets which are open as well as closed are phi and itself. The set UM is not equal to phi, so UM is equal to U. And by definition of UM, this is consisting of all those points x such that the value of U at x is M. And now because UM is equal to U, so we can say that the value function U at the point x is equal to M for every x belonging to U. So we can say that the function U is constant within U, and this completes one of the parts. Now to prove the first part, in the first part we have to prove that maximum value of U on U closure is same as maximum value of U on the boundary. Let us take M is the maximum value of U on U closure. Now, because U closure is the union of U with its boundary, so either M is equal to U of x naught for some x naught belonging to boundary or for some x naught belonging to U. If M is equal to U of x naught for some x not belonging to boundary, then our result is proved. So if m is equal to u of x naught for some x naught belonging to u, then we can use the second part which we discussed already. So by using that part, we can say the function u is constant within u. It means the value of u at every x belonging to the set u, that is m. Now let us take an arbitrary point a belonging to the boundary of u. Now the function u is continuous function. So by definition of continuous function, the function is continuous. So the value of function u at the point a is equal to the left hand limit as well as right hand limit. Left hand limit is limit x approaches to a from left of the function. Now this left hand limit, that is m, because we are having the value of u at every point x which is lying within u is m. This is m, so this value is also m. So we can say that the value of u at every point on the boundary of u, that is m. So we have proved that the maximum value is obtained either in u or in the boundary, that is the same, and therefore we can say that the maximum value of u on u closure is same as the maximum value of u on the boundary, and here that value we have denoted by m. So this first part which we have proved, that is called maximum principle for Laplace equation, and the second part, that is called strong maximum principle. So this completes this topic.